Yeah, and like in Capitol Hill's always, ever since I actually lived in Capitol Hill for a little while, for like 2 years, and it's always been a vibrant scene. It's always been fun. I would be in my room. Thank God the apartment windows are fantastic. People are out there on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Sunday. They're out there every single night.
If you are a party person, Capitol Hill is
probably
for you.
It's probably the neighborhood that goes the hardest. And I love Capitol Hill. I enjoyed living there. I moved back to Columbia City just for a little bit cheaper rent and family and stuff like that. And obviously, I couldn't be necessarily in a party neighborhood, with a little 2-year-old daughter. Although you can if you'd like. But I really like the scene there. It's always been good to me, and it's always been fun, and I'm excited to play and give all those people out there a good time. So
yeah. Points on it already. Like the Rolling Stones, I always use an example. The Rolling Stones and Led Zeppelin, they're from the UK. They were listening to those Black American blues musicians over in the US. The Rolling Stones named their band after a Muddy Waters song. Led Zeppelin thanked and paid homage to Robert Johnson in their Rock and Roll Hall of Fame speech. It's like they are recognizing where the music comes from. And so everyone else needs to understand that. So I'm not gonna say, oh, Zeppelin just stole it from black people. Well, it's like people can be inspired, but I like that those bands, like the Rolling Stones, were acknowledging that history and acknowledging where it came from. They weren't just and they are who they are. If they sell a bajillion records, I would take that money too.
It's people who respect the history will be the ones that will be respected when they make the music. That's what I was mentioning before. As long as
absolutely.
I know when we kind of first started, one of the things that Eva would do, and I kind of took this from her because she would do it, but she would kind of go through the list of old rock bands and rock and rollers and kind of and work her way back into the past and always bring things back to how rock and roll was started, mainly by blues and old soul and stuff like that, and kind of just reminding people of the history of rock and roll before it became more of a I guess, for lack of a better term, white dominated genre. But I think if people just look at the history and do their due diligence on rock and roll, then they'll understand that this isn't a weird thing. This is actually pretty normal. This we are rock and roll.
It started with people that look like us, right?
Yeah.
And I used to go on stage and say, you wouldn't have rock and roll without blues, gospel, and black people. Is something that I would say to audiences, and of course, although that is true, and us more than anyone believe that, of course music is for everyone. I love the Doors, I love the Rolling Stones, and I love what some of these white rock and rollers did with rock and roll music. They did a very good job with it. I just don't want people to forget the history of it, because when they see bands that are just the Doors or the Rolling Stones or that look like them, then they kind of think, oh, well, this is different, this is weird. And it's no, it's not weird. If you knew the history, then it isn't weird that we're supposed to be doing this, because we want to be doing it. Music is for everyone. So even if, in a parallel That's lucky.
It's not your typical backstage, It's You come to our backstage. It's my mom, my sister.
Maybe Scrabble.
Yeah, like it's a different kind of rock and roll. Like it's family cheesy.
That's what keeps us grounded. Like,
yeah, for sure.
We're not. At least I'm not a party.
I had found out that Eva was keeping a secret for a long time, that she was a fantastic singer. And I went to see her sing at the Northwest Folklife Festival back in 2012, or was it 11? Okay, it was 11. And she went up there to play an acoustic set. And I started getting a little teary-eyed. She likes to tell people that I was bawling but no, I was moved is really what it was I was moved. I was like, wow, I did not know that my twin, who's supposed to tell me everything, by the way, has been keeping this from me for so long. I had told her probably, I think about a month after that, I was like, Eva, I really want to learn how to play drums. I want you to teach me how to play drums. I really want to back you up. And that, from there, kind of the band formed, because I really felt like I needed to do what I can to kind of lift Eva up by, helping her form a band. I thought she was so good, and she still is. She's wonderful.
Oh, there would be no band if it wasn't for him wanting to invest in what he saw at that Folklife Festival. He decided to invest in my music, and the Black Tones was created. So, I give credit to him to how the band started. I didn't think I would be doing this with anyone else, having a band. I was just like, I'm gonna just play what I like to play. There was no sight of the Black Tones is gonna happen someday. So I definitely give that credit to him.
What's your favorite thing about making
Lights on in back off. Lights on, this shit is.